The another concept was of incrementalist, and they are of the opinion that achievement of objectives depend on the bargaining process between different interest coalition groups existing in an organization, and therefore a rational decision making process should take all these interest into consideration. Incrementalist ये view करते हैं that different stakeholders have, or the different association groups, they have different interests, and the interest of all these should be taken into consideration in a rational decision making process. So that was one issue related to the strategic decision making process, that was rationality. And then comes the third issue, that is creativity in decision making. That is also a factor which has to be taken into consideration in the strategic decision making process. So to be creative, a decision must be original and different. So that is the prerequisite for any creative idea, that is it should be a very fresh, original and a different idea. A creative strategic decision making process may considerably affect the search for alternatives. That we should consistently search for new and different ideas, how differently and in a unique manner a problem can be sorted out, what are the new and innovative ways to provide a solution for any problem, where novel and untried means may be looked for and adopted to achieve the objectives in an exceptional manner. The fourth issue regarding strategic decision making is the variability in decision making. So as we know that if there is an identical or the same set of condition which is given to any two decision makers, then and they are asked to sit in different places, they will be taking different decisions, they will be reaching at different conclusions altogether. Why? Because their problem solving approach is different, their creativity is different, their personality factors which are related to their age, education, gender, their socio-cultural background, these things are different. Because of these reasons, they both decision makers will reach to different decisions. So that is a variability in decision making, which is an issue which may occur in a group decision making process also. Then the fifth issue related to the strategic decision making process is the person related factors. As I have already discussed, due to the difference in age groups, education, intelligence, personal values and all these things, the decisions which are taken by the strategic decision makers may be different. For example, if we talk about the age, so if the CEO of a company is a young person, then he may take a different decision or a very aggressive decision regarding the company. He may be a very risk taking person. But if we talk about a seasoned person who is of a matured age, or like in his 40s, 50s, then the person will take a very conservative decision. It also depends upon the educational background of the person. If the person is from an IT background, then the decision may be different, because the person having a different kind of professional education may have a different problem solving approach. As we know that medical people have their own problem solving approach, the people who are the mathematical experts, they have a different problem solving approach. That way we can say that education matters a lot in a strategic decision making process, and because of different set of educational backgrounds, people may reach to a different set of decisions. Then intelligence level, personal values, because few people are very ethical, they cannot take a decision just for profit making. Those people who are ethical, they will keep into consideration the welfare of the society as well. Then comes the cognitive styles. Cognitive styles refer to ability of people to integrate various constants and factors all together and combining them and finally reaching a solution. Then comes the risk-taking ability. Risk-taking ability, as I have already discussed, that different people may have a different risk-taking ability or the appetite for taking risk. Then creativity is also a factor. Few people use their own brain, their own ideas, and they try to be different than others, whereas few people see that try to copy others, that what people have already done. They collect all the ideas and they make their own ideas. That way also they may work. Then comes the social responsibility and business ethics. As I have already told, that personal values affect a lot, and business ethics and social responsibility is an issue which is taken into consideration. Those who are ethically well-behaved organizations, they keep this factor as their priority in a strategic decision making, that the decision should be ethical also. Then again, individual versus the group decision making. For example, if we take a firm which is a sole proprietor one, जिसका legal status sole proprietorship का है, then the strategic decision will be taken by the whole and sole owner of the company, that is an individual one. So the decision may be different, but if there is a board of directors or a group of strategic decision makers, then their viewpoint may be different. Maybe someone is of economist viewpoint of profit maximization, someone who is a behavioralist may think that the customer should be satisfied or the employee should be satisfied. So there may be a different school of thoughts or a different ideologies altogether. So to combine all these and to get a balanced idea which will be given consensus by all the decision makers in a group, that is a crucial issue in strategic decision making process. So that was all about today's lecture, in which we have studied the strategic decision making process and its issues. In the next lecture we will discuss the process of strategic management. So that's it for the lecture. Thank you.